Hello Tim.
Hello, Dr. Dawson.
How has your week been? Did you feel tempted to take drugs?
Drugs, where?
No, calm down, there are no drugs here. I just want to know how you have been coping with rehab.
Well, today was okay. I got up. I met this girl called Amy Winehouse. She says she's a singer, but I don't think she is. She has a lot of tattoos, and I like dangerous women, but I don't like tattoos, they make me feel awful and rough.
And how do you feel about that?
Awful and rough.
What happened to your old friend? What was her name?
Lindsay Lohan. She was nice, but she was selling drugs to all the patients including me, and they kicked her out. She was then in a car crash.
Have you been able to make any other friends?
Well, there was this one guy who left yesterday. Robert Downey Jr. He said he's been here 7 times and spent 33% of his life smoking weed.
And how do you feel about that?
I feel shocked. As shocked as I was when Britney Spears or someone ran around exposing herself. She said she was a pop star. I think half of these people make it all up.
And how do you feel about that?
Annoyed. I feel like people should just tell me the truth. I tell the truth. I admitted to killing my wife all those years ago, and I only went to jail for 10 years.
And how do you feel about that?
Relieved, cause I could have gone away for life, but I didn't, and I'm glad I made so many friends.
And how do you feel about that?
Glad. Oh, and I had another friend called Robbie Williams. He said he was a famous singer. Again, I'd never heard of him, but I went along with it all. Oh, and there was this other man called David Hasselhoff. Never heard of him, but he said he was in the Betty Ford Clinic, and he moved here. He's dead now, but his evil twin Edgar continues to host shows.
Right, and how do you feel about that?
I feel sorry for David cause his brother is getting all the credit. And there was some other people who I met who didn't snort cocaine until their noses fell off. They were called Mel Gibson and Van Halen, here for alcoholism. I was once an alcoholic, never heard of these guys though.
And how do you feel about that?
I feel like everyone knows something that I don't, and it makes me feel small.
And how do you feel about that?
Small.
Finally you can go now, Jim.
It's Tim.
Okay.
Doctor, I know I've only been here for 23 years, but I feel like we connect. Will you go out with me?
Sorry Paul, time's up, see you next week.